What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Average Bob. Welcome back to the Week 17 recap of highlights and reaction to the Giants win on the road. The Giants did it. They won their third game of the season, beating the Raiders. And there's two camps of where Giants fans are coming into this one, and I'll tell you what camp I'm on in a second. One camp is I want the Giants to lose. The season has sucked. They've sucked the entire year. We need to lose to get the first overall pick. Even though today they said the Giants were going to keep Joe Shane, or Ian Rappaport alluded to that by saying they're likely to keep him. But then the second camp, the camp that I fall in, and I don't know, there's just no other option for me. But I never want to see my team lose. I don't care what picks are on the line. And here's the thing: the Giants have done so much losing over the last 10 to 12 years. And it doesn't seem to make a difference. So I want to win any chance that I possibly can. If you want to say people are tanking, it is pretty much impossible to tank in the NFL unless you sit guys. And it looks like the Raiders kind of did that, but I don't really give a shit. I want to win every single time my team is playing. When you have an interim head coach who is kind of auditioning for his future role, when you have a rookie quarterback who wants to, get another win this season on the road, they're not going to tank. So, Giants fans crying about the results of this game, I don't know, man. I don't want to say football's not for you, but it's just so pathetic, I think. So, with that, let's dive into it. I'm not going to be a hater. I just want to enjoy the highlights from this one and just know again that I'm very optimistic moving into the future when the Giants get a new head coach and get some other pieces around this quarterback, because I think he's a stud. And he did that without a wide receiver one today, an RB1, Scattaboo still at whatever, is rehabbing. Neighbors out. I don't consider Slayton the wide receiver two. Theo Johnson was out. No left tackle, no center. And Dart, I thought, played pretty well in those circumstances. So if you want to hate, feel free. I don't really give a shit. I'm going to enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, this is the NFL. Every single team wants to win. Every player wants to win that's on the field. Because even if you are on a shitty team, if you move, everything you do is on film. If you want a job on another team in the league, you have to put out the best film. Otherwise, no one's going to sign you. And you can't just be like, oh, we wanted the first pick next year, so we played like shit in this game, even though you're risking physical bodily harm to yourself by playing shitty. It makes no sense. So no one's going to purposely tank by playing this game, especially with the physical side. And good for Wan'Dale Robinson. Got to the 1,000, 11 receptions, 113 yards, long of 36 on 14 targets. Obviously, it was funny to see Geno Smith's full redemption arc here. Might have had the volume a little bit too loud. Hope that didn't ruin the audio in the beginning. But Geno Smith's full redemption arc from the Ben McAdoo days of wanting to play him over Eli, and then just, looking like this versus the Giants. So good play by Okereke here. Everyone's kind of giving him shit this entire season, falling off, but passing the route, Geno is kind of just staring down, what was his name, Myers coming in, and just also has a terrible throw on top of it. Maybe just tried to lead him, but you can see Myers probably wouldn't, even if he dove, wouldn't have been able to get that. So good return. I don't know if it was this one or another one where they threw a flag on the return. So yeah, I don't even know if he dives for that. He's going to catch it. It was too far out in front of him. But they said there was a dive on, or a legal block in the back. I didn't really see it. Maybe because Geno got hurt, they just threw it for the sake of throwing it. But I don't know. You're a live player when you throw an interception. So I think people need to block you, especially if you can make the tackle. Devin Singletary, nice run, 29-yard touch, or did he get it on that? No, he was just short, but long 29-yard run, 8 for 45 and a touchdown. Giants are getting this $5 million out of him. I did find pay dirt there. A lot of big on big action up front. Let's just look at it quick. Bellinger comes in a little tight motion, just kind of trying to cover off the backside a little bit, but Giants get on the board. Maybe someone could explain to me, though, why you want your team to lose that you root for and you put all the time and hours and effort watching, because the players aren't going to try and lose. And if you think there are, this isn't the NBA. There's a lot of physical harm that comes with tanking. You do it in the NBA because it doesn't have the physical side. Five wide. Gino, quick look, check that, or whatever, a little snag. Good rip by Carter. Good play by Gino, trying to step up. Nothing open downfield. Banks covering the drag route. Nothing for Gino's got to take a sack. Burnsy, the playoff Spider-Man. Or playoff. Pro Ball Spider-Man. Good for Brian Burns. He's had a hell of a season. Do you want to give credit where credit's due? Joe Shane did a great job with that trade for Burns, signing and extending him, and it's paid dividends. Brian Burns is great. Isaiah Hodgins probably having one of his last few catches in a Giants uniform. Bellinger in the backfield releasing on a wheel. Or actually, that's the side. Slayton, of course, making a turnaround catch. Yeah, I got people hitting me up on X being like, he can't throw it in the pocket. I don't know. Threw it in the pocket there. I saw RPO for wan'dale. Tracy in motion, fake the screen. Lowers his shoulder, gets into the end zone. I don't know. It's football. If you have a problem with Jaxson Dart taking a hit when he's ruled to be completely fine, scores 2 touchdowns on this one, but you don't like him running the ball, I don't know if football is your sport. Could watch other stuff where people don't get hit, but this is the way he's chosen to play the game. They really have done a good job of limiting him compared to when Dable was the coach and he was really taking a lot of hits, but this is him trying to score and win a game. And then here you have the Raiders trying to get a little bit too into the whatever magic bag of plays here, doing something a little crazy. Where was it? I don't even know where it went. Whatever. Dart, great throw in the pocket. wan'dale trying to run people over. Everyone's pumped up. It's been a while since the Giants won a game on the road. 3rd and 5, though. Check that in a Singletary. It's close. Empty. Another false start from Illuminor. Just feed wan'dale. This guy wants to get paid. He's put it all on tape. And I bet Joe Shane, every single catch that wan'dale Robinson has is kind of like feeling like, because now he's going to have to get creative to keep him. And honestly, I don't know the real breakdown on the money situation, but I don't know how they'll have to get creative to keep him when you paid Darius Slayton whatever the amount that he's getting paid and not really doing much. Would have been nice to just let him go and not be committed to him for at least 2 years worth of guaranteed money in the contract. Slayton again. Every time I talk about Slayton, he does something. Little bunch formation at the top. Toss, sweep. Nice block by Embo. Oh, and run and a face mask at the end. All right, let's talk about this one here, guys. So, oops. Little bunch at the top here. Little toss, Embo, left tackle. You get the tight end and the wide receiver blocking down. They're both on their guys, and then almost wan'dale's playing around. He's going to kick out. You get Embo, hat on a hat. Little pancake there for Marcus Bowe. Running, chugging downfield. Tyrone Tracy jacked up. Let's go. Right? You know, some of these plays that have been designed have been nice. And then, of course, Embo kind of gives one up here. Let's look at it. Hard to see with the cut here, but not a good base, leaning too far, and the Raiders, the end, obviously is in a way better situation. I mean, should have had even more of a kill shot on Dart there, who can kind of feel it, step up a little bit, and just throw it at someone's feet. Empty. Dart steps up, everything's covered, doesn't like it. 2nd and 14. Gets out of bounds, doesn't get hit, and gets the first down. What do you guys want? That's all we said we wanted. And this is one he just throws away. I love the play call. He was getting blitzed. There wasn't anyone else to help for the free runner, and just kind of chucked it up on the out route. There's a lot of space there because wan'dale was lined up inside. That's a play that I run very frequently in that area of the field in the red zone in my college football dynasty. And it works. And if the blitz is coming, just throw it away. Perfect. Take the 3. Giants run defense did pick a hell of a time to look a little bit functional. They gave up 63 yards. It's got to be probably their lowest of the season. I feel like the first Eagles game might have been like 50 or something really dumb. I don't know. Could be wrong on that, though. All right, 3rd and 11. Not going to get there. Dane Belton, good game. Gino takes a snap, looks right, leaves out of the pocket, holding on Burns on 71. Not called, but they convert on 4th and 3. Gene T blown up. Gino takes a snap, another hold there. wan'dale, look at that. What did I say? wan'dale. Abdul. Look at Abdul on this one. Great. He gets held by 2 guys here. Look, he's held by 2 guys on this play. And then watch his reaction right here after. Like, what else can I do? Throw the flag. They don't. Raiders get on the board 20-3. Here we go. Watch it from this angle. Right through. Held by 2 guys. Throw it. Throw the flag. Deontay Banks, lost in the sauce, gives up Tyler Lockett's first touchdown of the season. And then what happens next? Deontay Banks takes it 95 yards untouched to the house. No mouthpiece in. I mean, this was just, I don't know, poetic justice. You can't write it. Deontay Banks stinks this entire season, gets burned by 85-year-old Tyler Lockett, and then immediately after the extra point, takes it 95 yards to the house untouched. You can't make it up. Only this could happen in football, and only it could look this bad with the Giants writing the script. I don't know. I still want him gone after this year. I'm just crazy. I mean, he clearly has freak athletic talent. Maybe he should play wide receiver or something. I don't know. There we go. Darius Alexander. I think the guard was kind of gave a palms up thinking he was going to get some help here. Let's just look at it real quick. Center is working back right. And no, I don't know. No, this is on the left guard because you got a man on a man. Left tackle's on his guy. Left guard's on his guy. Center's working back, double teaming Dexter Lawrence. You got to, give him his respect, right? Carl Banks. And nice play by Darius Alexander. Beats his man. I mean, this Raiders team is bad. So I am taking it all with a grain of salt. But here's the thing, guys. They're worse than the Giants. There might be 30 other teams better than the Giants. But that's the thing. The worst team will get the first overall pick. And it just so happened to be that this year they got to play each other in week whatever. Oh, here is the one where they said there was like an illegal block in the back. Yeah, I don't even think he really got a piece of him. I think his own guy took him out. It probably looked worse when the ref's angle if he was standing behind to the left and saw it taken out. Gino. I mean, if the Raiders end up with the first overall pick, I would have to assume it's the end of Geno, but I think they just paid him a lot. Like he has a big dead cap hit, so I don't know how you would even bring him back. Listen, this is a good play by Dart. You know, the haters online want to say Jaxson Dart's not standing in the pocket and delivering throws. Gunnar Olszewski is probably the seventh wide receiver on this team. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth coming. Let's beat the safety. Or I can't really see where he was lined up originally, but hey, you got 5 for 5. Man on a man. Step up. Dart puts his feet into the ground, hits the running mesh. So Hodgins is going across the field. Olszewski's coming back. It's a good play on 3rd and 2. In college, we ran mesh all the time, especially for the short crossing routes. Okay, here's another example of for being an offensive lineman on screens, you don't have to be perfect. See, here we have Runyon just kind of walling him off. And then behind him, you have Van Roten, Schlattman, or whoever's ever playing center, standing, I don't even know at this point, blocking downfield. Embo let his guy come up a good amount, but didn't let him have a kill shot on Dart, like what had happened with J.J. McCarthy and Brian Burns last weekend. And then here you go. Turning up field. Runyon, great finish on the pancake. Look, he's got his 300-pounder's legs up in the air. Van Roten, hey, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just gets a hand on him. That allows Singletary to get the first down. It's good blocking. I'm really hoping that the offensive line, even though I don't think Runyon and Van Roten will be back next season, can somehow either figure out who's going to step into those roles or make it work, because this was the first year in so long that the offensive line wasn't the issue. And I just don't want it to see all go to waste on a 3-14 or 4-13 season where, you know, you have your rookie quarterback and then you start paying other pieces and hoping that random guys filling in are good, because Giants fans, we've seen what happens when we have shitty offensive line play. I don't want to go back to those days, but you know what? I think Marcus Bo or Embo, whatever you want to say, you'll see him starting for the Giants next year. Kenny Pickett checks in down 24. And yeah, man, I'll probably start wrapping it up here, but I'm never going to be upset when the Giants win, especially with just how bad everything has gone for so long at this point. And also with Joe Schoen coming back, if they had the first overall pick, do you think Joe Schoen's going to do the right thing with it? No, I don't. So there's a lot to think about. Hey, even if you are really pissed off that the Giants won this game and you think they should have lost to a low-life Raiders team, well, you know, I still love you. And come back and see more. Thank you guys for watching.